Hi, good afternoon and welcome to Red Rainbow channel on YouTube. And today I have a privilege of being with a wonderful person. She's a member of this wonderful Agyendam family, and also she is located at West Hillside in Agyendam. Without wasting much time, I'm not going to introduce her to you. I want her to introduce herself because she's got good stories to tell, and it's been a journey.
It's been
A journey that ended well in terms of her story and how she ended up here. So, welcome.
Thank you, Otto. I really
Yes.
appreciate you. And I want to start off by saying thank you, Otto. It's because of you and your professionalism and your foresight. You said when you sold me the land, you didn't know what was going to happen, but something inside of you knew that it was the right thing to do, and so therefore it worked really well. So my name is Cicely, and I've been coming to Ghana since 2021. And I've lived in the eastern region, and I've also lived in Accra a little bit. And also, somebody said to me a couple of years ago, "Why don't you come?" Well, Aisha said 3 years ago. I met her 3 years ago. Come to Cape Coast. I'm like, why? What's in Cape Coast? There's nothing in Cape Coast. But I got proved wrong. It's really lots to do. In fact, somebody I've met recently, she said, "Oh, Cape Coast is boring." It's not boring. There's absolutely a lot to do, and there's some amazing people, connecting with them, and I was glad to connect with Otto, and he talked with me, and it was a very easy process because initially I did it through deposit on the land, and he worked with me as it relates to that, so it was easy. It wasn't like you're being forced or pushed, you've got to pay the money. I knew in my heart, see, a lot of it's intuition, due diligence, is that I knew that what you did. And my intuition told me that you were going to do the right thing because we've heard the stories and we want to sort of rebuke those stories because they're not all the same. And of this one and the land not being right and this and that. And I felt in my heart, intuition, that it was for me to go with Atta, and it's been proven right. It's been a great experience, I've got to say. I have not experienced a lot what others have experienced, and I'm glad to report that. But again, I know I keep repeating myself, but it really is intuition and knowing who is the person to connect with, how to do it, when to do it, and not to be so attached to what happens. Like someone say, "Why are you going to do this? What are you going to do?" You didn't do that. You didn't deter me from it. You said, "Okay, I'm not sure," but like you said, I didn't even go down to the bottom of the land to see what it looked like. I just so yeah, just to go back a little bit. So I've been here, and I started an organisation over a year ago called Community After Life Global, and so we're operating out of Cape Coast. We started with 2 people. We're now at 13, and growing out to East Africa in Uganda, South Sudan. South Sudan's our partner, and Kenya and Tanzania. So that's where we are. So Ghana's been put on the map with these programs going outside of Ghana into East Africa. So it's beautiful, yes.
Yes. When I'm at the other side of Agyendam and coming to your side here, and I look at the hill and see this wonderful container home. Viewers, this place that we are, it's a container inside a container home, and you see the beautiful container home on the hilltop.
Yeah.
What a beauty! And the professionalism, the company that built this. What was your experience
It
when
was,
this?
I listen, I can't say anything, but it was an amazing experience. And I was fortunate I had someone, Lato, he actually, we have the organization in Cape Coast. He was the one that supported me in getting up there, but he was the one that found the builder.
Oh, Hexa.
Yes,
Yeah.
he found Hexa, and then it turned out he was just down there because he was building
Yes,
another
yeah.
container house down there. So it all worked out beautifully, and so he saw my vision. This is important, you know. So I can give you something, but if you don't see my vision, it's not going to look. But he went beyond my vision because this is not what I saw. So I told him blah 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 blah. Even the stairs, because that's the first drawing was the stairs inside coming in from downstairs. I said, I don't want that. I want this to be separate from downstairs. And as I said to Otto, the point of this was to continue with the Community Arts and Life Global, but actually what I did is I have a focus and concentration that I started